No, no. I have lost WildStar already this year. I am not losing HOTS.
I'm not. I can't.
No, I just. Hey everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Indigo.
And I'm Krug.
And today we're going to be talking about HOTS and the fact that it's basically going into maintenance mode.
Well, we'll see. This episode has a structure that we're not following anymore because we can't. It's not how this conversation works.
2 minutes of motion.
If you haven't seen the post on the Blizzard news page, they released a statement a while ago that was maybe like 6 paragraphs long. There's really 2 important ones. We're also at a point where we need to take some of our talented developers and bring their skills to other projects. We've also evaluated our plans around Heroes Esports. After looking at our priorities and options in light of the change with the game, the Heroes Global Championship and Heroes of the Dorm will not return in 2019. That was the announcement. The rest of it is, I mean, if you have a different opinion, but it's fluff. It's just nothingness.
Fluff and contradiction. There's another part in it that says we're doing everything we can to make the game, be as good as it possibly can.
Right.
You can't do that.
It's PR doublespeak where they're like, hey, we're removing resources from this, and then like a couple lines later and maybe a couple lines before, they're like, this is a good thing.
I feel that the connotation across the board on it was like, yeah, this is not a good, because I mean, even in the title, they put an ellipsis in it.
Which one, like, why would they do that? Like, that's the one thing that he and I have both been talking about this announcement is they shot themselves in the foot with it. Yes, it's a shitty thing to have to come out and tell a community, and yes, there were a couple of problems with the way they handled the esports situation. On top of all that, they just worded it in such a depressing and negative way, and then tried to use positive words. That's what I meant by spin.
There's 1,000 ways that they could have written that same piece of information in a less like, yeah, say goodbye. The fact that they opened it up by saying, it's a very difficult decision. Like, no, you didn't have to say that. You say, hey, we're moving some people. That's all it had to be. I think the original message that they posted was bad. If they would have
tried to hide something, it would have been worse.
It would have been worse.
I agree with everything you just said. I don't believe that they know that.
Oh, no. Especially when they sent another letter out the day after, and they were just like, hey, and it felt like they were trying to backtrack, but then...
But they didn't!
They didn't, they were like, hey, I just wanted to let you know. It was very difficult for us. BlizzCon, no one talks about any of the really cool stuff at BlizzCon. Everyone's talking about Diablo Immortal and the fact that it's mobile and the shitty way that they went about it.
Right.
All of the things going on with the Activision Blizzard and the fact that Activision is basically taking over and saying you need to cut costs. And then this coming out, and it's just like, wow, but like, no.
It's just rapid fire bullshit that people don't want to put up with.
The big things that are going on right now is Bethesda and Fallout 76.
Yep. Which, again, another huge company that's been having their reputation tarnished repeatedly over a very short period of time.
Exactly. And then you have Blizzard, which is doing the same thing.
Yep.
And both of them are owned by another company. I feel that when you are a game development company and you're not allowed to do the things that you want to do, it's cascading and it's basically ruining the industry. And I'm not saying that this one thing, I'm not saying that HOTS disappearing is ruining the industry. I mean, we haven't even touched the esports aspect.
No, let's get into that really quick. And then the bullshit that Blizzard pulled with the esports cancellation is like next level bullshit.
Yeah,
like this bullshit is the kind of bullshit that makes me want to like say, like, I'm just never playing Blizzard games again, because that is almost unacceptable. When they released the information for the cancellation of the 2019 season, that was the first that any of the teams, anything associated with the team, any of their staff or anything, or the developers of Heroes of the Storm, that was the first that any of them heard about it. These people were some people that like quit school to come and try and make a living doing esports. This is a month after the HGC finals. So they had been putting work in, putting time in, probably putting money in, like moving themselves around. And like, the point is that they f***ed a lot of people over.
Something that doesn't make me sad, but instead makes me happy, these awesome shirts from Void Merch. They sent them out to us and gave them to us, and I really like them. I always get yelled at for wearing them outside of the shows.
Not as much as I do.
But head down to the description. There's a link to their site and pick some up yourself. Yeah. Maybe the new Satan Daddy shirt.
Is that a real thing? Okay.
It literally just says Satan Daddy. It's just like plain text. at BlizzCon, they said, oh, here's the dorm is coming back next year.
All right, so transparency.
But, you know, we just haven't gotten the schedule, so as soon as it's buttoned up, we'll announce
Tons
it.
of people were told that it was coming back, from content creators on YouTube to people that were going to be playing in the games. Like, everybody was getting the same incorrect information from the people at Blizzard who didn't know any better. And I'm not saying it's their fault because they didn't know any better. It's the people above them that made the choice and decided to obfuscate it from them. Probably for the sake of not having a leak early on and then just having absolutely zero viewership on Heroes Esports.
I guess, I mean, there's a level to it though. Like, if you knew that this was the last year that this was going to be on, I might turn on.
Sure.
I might.
Yeah, that's a fair thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
if they had touted it, I don't know. It's rough to say that in the middle of a season, right? People are going to get the dying game mentality and probably just not play the game. So maybe some people who aren't like as invested in the esports scene are like, oh, well, I should check this out before it's gone. But all the people that are invested in it are probably going to bounce. Not all. All is a dumb word. A lot of the people that are invested in it are probably going to bounce.
I'm playing HOTS because I still like HOTS.
Yeah.
I'm not subbed to WoW because WoW's doing really poorly.
Yeah.
Everyone's really upset with all of the patches if there's no real content going on.
Yep.
I'm not playing Overwatch, so I'm not spending money there. And Hearthstone, I do like the latest expansion, but I promised myself I'm not going to spend any money on Hearthstone.
Because it's the most effective mechanism they have for making money.
Exactly.
And like, it's very easy to recognize that when you start playing Hearthstone.
Exactly. So as of right now, I'm not spending any money on any Blizzard game. And unless something comes out that like proves me wrong, I probably won't. There's so much that's going on within the Blizzard community right now that I think shooting themselves in the foot on this situation was a horrible idea. And I don't know how they're going to get themselves out of it. Again, I don't think Blizzard's going to crash because of this decision. If they keep going down this line, that's where they're going.
Yeah. I do think that it's heartening to see other studios still releasing good games.
Yeah.
And chances are that some studios, hopefully with the right kind of mindset for developing titles like the ones that we're sort of abandoning, at least the two of us, maybe not all of you, you don't have to. They can just come and like release something that fills that void, which I'm super okay with. Like if there's a changing of the guard, like Blizzard isn't the one with the cool MMO and the MOBA and the first-person shooter and like has all these like really high-polished games that fit a specific genre. That's somebody else now, you know? Or Bethesda isn't the one that releases these like huge, like multi-million-dollar RPG single-player experiences. That's going to be Obsidian now. Again, we haven't seen that game. It might suck, but like it feels like it, right?
Well, you've got Obsidian and CD Projekt Red, who CD Projekt Red is digging at everyone that's doing these super money-grubbing things. And I think that there is, and I hope that either Blizzard gets their shit together or there's a legitimate changing of guards and we find a new home for all of these people, because this is just
I just want to play games.
Yeah.
Can you just stop this?
Stop being greedy.
Just stop.
All right, head down in the comments and let us know what your whole opinion and thoughts are about the HOTS. I don't even know what to call it. Pseudo retirement? I don't know what to call it. Let us know down in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon if you haven't done that already. And then head over to Twitter and talk to us. You can talk to me on Twitter at IndigoQT.
And I'm Krug. You can talk to me at QueueQT on Twitter, or you can talk to both of us at _QueueTimes on Twitter. This is the old outro, not the new outro. The new outro, I'm supposed to say these things down here. We've been GameGorgon. We'll see you guys next time.
I was like, uh-oh.